DeRoehn. You're watching another great show of Road Home in Power Yoga. 30 minutes, let's get started. I want you to start today coming out onto your back, and we're going to release the spine a little bit so that we get a little more flexibility and mobility, and then suddenly our body really gets on board with the yoga. And when we begin our practice, sometimes we just have a hard time getting on board. And it's usually a mental block. It's usually resistance in the mind. And I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. And it happens on the mat too. It happens to teachers. It happens to yogis all over. And what I found is that if you just get a little bit of opening and a little bit of stretch and space in the first few minutes of class, well, then it allows you access to more ease to your breathing. And from there, suddenly we get plugged into the mind and body. Next thing you know, class is done. So starting out onto your back. Out onto your back, you're going to hug your knees into your chest. Flex your feet. When your knees are bent, flex your feet. Adds more support to the knee joints. On your back, pull your knees to your chest as you breathe out. As you breathe in, take the knees away so there's space for air to come in and reach you. In breath. Out breath, knees pull tight. You exhale all the air out. And you'll notice that if you breathe it all out, your knees come closer, which really to me just means you're coming closer to yourself. And an honest flexibility that really is there, despite what you think you might have lost. Take your left leg straight out on the ground, hug your right knee into your chest. Again, the right foot is flexed. Take the left hand to the outside of the right knee. Open your arm out and then take your right arm below shoulder level. Lengthen through that arm. Take that right knee across the body. So the knee goes one way. You tuck your chin into the opposite shoulder. Just because you're in the pose, it's not going to do everything for you. So you got to focus on breathing in. And when you breathe out, that's when you'll take that twist. Especially as we're just getting started. Just going to ease into things. Exhale all the air to find just a little bit more of a twist. Come on back to center, hugging in tight. And release your legs straight out on the ground. Left knee on a breath in. Then on a breath out, hug it towards your chest. Take the right hand to the outside of the left knee. Take the left arm straight out on the ground, below shoulder level. Bring the left foot down. Knee down, take that twist. So the knee one way, my chin tucks to the opposite shoulder. Close your eyes. Take your breath in. And as you exhale, open your mouth wide. Fog up the room with your breath out. And suddenly, more of a twist could happen. And if it wasn't for that exhale, the spine says, I'm not budging past a certain point. So the exhale allows you to exceed where you think you can go. Bring your knees back into your chest. Hug it nice and tight. Rock side to side. Good. And then I want you to pull in your belly, rock on up to flat feet, and there you are. Go ahead, come on into your downward facing dog. If your shoulders are tight, I recommend that your hands come a little bit wider, just to make room for yourself. Your downward dog, curl the toes under, press straight back. You're going to bend your right knee while your left heel presses toward the floor as you breathe out. You're going to bend your left knee while your right heel presses down. Really good. Press both legs straight. As you exhale, pull the hips and legs back. Let your head drop. If your shoulders are tight, I just recommend you keep a little bend in your knees. Spin your tailbone up. But pull the legs back. And then just walk feet to your hands. Feet are together. You come halfway up as you breathe in. You empty all your air out to fold forward and in a little closer. Press down through the floor with your feet. Inhale, rise up. Use your exhale to pull hands to the heart. With your palms pressed together, close your eyes, take a breath in. Use your exhale, clearing. Thumbs to your third eye, right in your forehead center. When we clear the air, we land a little more in our body. When we clear the air, it allows us to think clearer as well. Dedicate every movement, every inhale, every exhale to clearing within your mind, body, emotional closet. A lot of stuff gets in the way. Use your practice to pare down. On an inhale, reach up. On an exhale, bend the knees and bow. Inhale, come halfway up or palms pressed to the shins. Hands to the floor, step back into a push-up. Exhale, lower. Use an inhale for an upward dog. I'll see the shoulders rounded, open it all up. Just peel the shoulders back. And if you need to widen your hands a little bit and make that room for yourself, therefore your shoulders, but really you do that. Breathe in here. Exhale all of it, down dog. Breathe in. Empty all your breath out, all of it. Look forward, bring your feet together, hug in your belly, bend the knees. Hop. Halfway up, breathe in. Fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, fold. Breath in, halfway. Move back into a push-up. Shoulders are over the wrists. Push through your heels, straight back through your heels. Squeeze up your legs, hug in your belly. Your tailbone tilts down. Look forward. Rock forward, back and forth on the balls of the feet. That pulls your hips forward, your chest forward. Then when you lower, exhale, elbows in. Tops of the feet press down, palms press, chest lifting. Breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. In breath, out breath. Breathe in. Use this exhale to press your hips and thighs way back. Lift up your heels, hug in your belly. Launch. In breath, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Breathe in and reach up. Exhale, bow. Halfway up. High push-up. straight ahead. Look straight ahead. Move your chest straight ahead. Low plank. Breathe out. Upward dog. Shoulders are opening. Down dog. Pull back. Head drops. In breath. As you exhale, let your heels press toward the floor. Without the heels being led by the exhale, we don't find that much flexibility in our physicality. Not much change, you know? Things don't change, we change. Take a deep breath in. Clear the air. Hug in your belly, look forward. Hop. Halfway up, breathe in. Fold. In breath. Out breath. Halfway, inhale. Back into a push-up. Low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Empty the breath, down dog. When the air is out, let the breath find you. Take it in. Empty it all to the bottom of your lungs. Look forward. Walk feet to your hips. Halfway lift, inhale. Out breath, folding. Head dropping. Shoulders pulling down from your ears. Reach all the way up. Hands to your heart as you breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Step back. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Breathe in. Push those hips way back. Look forward. Take your right foot, step it forward. And take your back foot, step it flat. Inhale, warrior one. Hands to your heart. Bring your hands to your hips. And we're going to look at warrior one for just a moment, so that when we put the parts back together, things flow with more fluidity. Straightening your front leg. Squeeze through your back foot. Squeeze your back leg and then tilt your pelvis. Instead of sticking your butt out toward the back wall, tilt your tailbone down and squeeze this back leg. And then breathe in. And when you exhale, the right hip steers back, the left hip steers forward. Then you bend your front knee, and then you're going to press your right knee open. When the hip is really tight, there's not much opening. So you're going to press this open, and you're just being aware of that will make that happen. And then you ground down through your feet. Squeeze your back leg. Tailbone's brought back into the body. The spine is the lifeline. Reach up. Use your inhale to take your arms up. Use your exhale to let your hips drop a little bit more. Breathe in. Exhale. Breath in. Breath out. Hands come back to the floor. Back into a high plank. And low plank. Upward facing. Breathe it in. Downward facing. Empty it all to the bottom of your lungs. Take your left foot, step it forward, take your back foot flat. Use your breath in to come up. Use your exhale to bring your hands back to your hips. Same movement. When our hips are tight, we're not going to be able to really face forward. So, press through the outer edge of the back foot, fire up your back leg. You have a ton of power here. Call it in. Feel that tailbone drop down as you spin the hips. You're steering them. Right hip forward, left hip back. Keep tilting that tailbone. You're going to feel that pull in your hip flexor. That's on purpose, and I know it's no joke. Breathe into it. Bend your front knee and press it open. Arms reach. Eyes on one place. Breath goes in. Breath goes out fully. A stream of an inhale finds you. And it streams out. It's very slow but steady. On the next exhale, hands come to the floor. Back in a push-up. Low plank. Up dog. Downward dog. In breath. Out with that. Feet together. Hop or walk. Halfway up. Breathe it in. Empty, fold. Rise on up. Fold. Halfway. Step back. Low plank. Upward. Empty. Down dog. Right foot forward, back foot grounded down. Inhale, rise up. Notice you're rooting down into the floor with your feet to rise. Back down. High plank. Low. Inhale. Out breath. Left foot, step forward. Back foot down. Rise. Breathe it away. Move through. High. Low. Upward dog. Breathe it in. Downward dog. Clear it away. Inhale. Feel your hips and thighs push way, way, way back behind you. Hop. Halfway up. Fold. Bend the knees, arms are reaching. Fold. Halfway. Move back to a high push-up. Low. Pause. Even if your knees come down, pause. Hug these elbows in. Upward dog, breathe in. Downward dog, breathe it away. Right foot forward, back foot down, reach high. Open wide, warrior two. Your right knee's pressing open toward the baby toe side. Your left shoulder's peeling back. Arms are gonna reach. Squeeze your arms. You have a lot more strength than you'll allow yourself to believe. So if you think I'm weak, I can't do this, nah, you're just underdeveloped. Breathe in. Reverse your warrior. Exhale. Catch your front leg. Keep pressing your right knee open. You're going to pull your right hip in while you press your right knee out. Then take your upper arm right over your ear. Bring it back into warrior two. Really use the feet. Cartwheel down. Right through it. Out breath. You're on the left side. Use your inhale to wake up. Use your exhale to open you into warrior two. Press that left knee open. Peel this right shoulder back.
reverse, and reaching out, catching your front knee or shin. Use the elbow to press it open. Peel your torso, open it wide, arm reaching. Take the upper arm over your ear. Push your feet into the floor. Come back into warrior two. Stay breathing. Cartwheel as you exhale. High push up. Low. Up facing. Downward facing. Breathe in. Clearing. Step your right foot forward. And this time, take blocks if you have them, right underneath your left hand. The left wrist under the left shoulder. Inhale. Reach your right arm up. Open the torso. Pull your right hip back. Lift your chest and pull it forward. And roll open on the out breath. Go ahead. And you're going to take your back knee down. You're going to turn your toes out toward, somewhere in the vicinity of 1 and 2 o'clock. You're going to come onto your forearms. If you have the blocks, I recommend just take the blocks underneath your arms. There you go. And if you can, you're going to take the sole of your foot off the floor. You're going to allow the right knee and right hip to drop. You're not here for long, so I want you to really put some honest breaths into it. Top of your back foot down. In breath. Breathe it away. Out. See, it's the exhales married with a pose that are creating a space for opening. And when you feel like, oh, I have no opening there, trust that that's not where you're breathing. You need to breathe out there. And it releases a little bit of that constriction. Bring your foot flat. Bring your palms flat. Step back into downward dog. Take your left foot forward. And really good. Taking your right hand under your right shoulder, take your left hip, peel it back, lengthen through the chest and the spine, open it wide. Keep pressing your left hip back and bring your chest wall toward the front of the room. Exhale as you twist. Come on back. Bring your right knee down. Let the top of the foot rest. If you don't have blocks, you're just on the elbows and forearms. You're going to take your left foot somewhere between 9 and 10 on a clock face. If it's possible, you're going to lift the sole of the foot up off the floor. If it doesn't happen, put it on your bucket list. I want you to go into your breathing. I want you to really allow your inhale to get long. And I want you to let your exhale be long. Suddenly you'll find a little more comfort in your own skin as well. Bring your foot flat. Bringing your, set the blocks aside. Bring yourself into downward dog. In breath. Exhale. Walk forward. Lift halfway up. Empty. Rise all the way. Hands to your heart. Really good. You're going to bend your knees and reach up. You're going to bring your hands to your heart, and as you exhale, turn your body to the right side of the room. Left elbow comes down. I like to make a fist with my left hand. Take my flat palm right on top. You're going to look and see your left knee's trying to get ahead, so peel it back. Drop your hips and reach open. And if you can, take your bottom fingertips to a block in front of your feet, or on the fingertips, or take the forearm across the thigh, but open wide. Release. Widen your feet apart. Grab your big toes with the first two fingers. Pull your chest forward. Push your butt back. On a lengthening through the in-breath. Out-breath, folding in. We free up a little bit of our tension, and we just feel a little bit more space in our body, more at ease in our mind, peace in the physicality. But when we're not feeling uptight, we can make a connection. Release. Bring your feet to touch. Bend your knees. Reach up. Hands to the heart. Twist it out. Check out your right knee. Going past. Pull the right hip back. Sit down. Bring it out as you exhale. Come back to center. Separate the feet. Lift your feet. Slide the hands underneath the balls of the feet. Inhale. Pull the chest forward. Push your hips back. Length through the spine. And fold. When we don't have this excess tension, then we don't have a need for excess armor. And if we look at our tension, and we look at our stress and just our stuff, our luggage of life, you see that a lot of our defense, release the feet, is really built on fear. Bring your butt to the floor. Fear, old angers, more fear, more anger. It piles up. Piles up, and it molds the body in stiffness. And the flexibility isn't just in our, lack of flexibility isn't just in our physicality, but often we'll have a stiff mind as well. And through the practice, we loosen up just a little bit, and we get more air in, and perhaps we're just a little bit more relaxed and more open in our mind for that day than we might have been the day before. I'm more interested in teaching you that this practice is a tool to help you access that, because that really is to access a more relaxed, better version of yourself. Come onto your butt. Feet hip width apart. And I want you to cross the right leg over the left. And I want you to take your right hand, and I want you to just press your thigh muscle away from the femur and away from the hip. The right buttock pressing away from you. The right knee pressing away. Just give a little more space. And then I want you to cross left side. Press that left knee, left thigh away from you. At the same time, you're peeling the thigh out of the hip toward the knee. Flexing the foot. Okay, very good. Go ahead and bring your feet flat. And you're going to come into bridge. So you're going to pick your hips up and lengthen your tailbone toward the backs of your knees. You're going to walk your shoulder blades in. And you're going to press your knuckles towards your feet while you're pressing your chest, your rib cage, towards your face. Push your feet into the floor to lift the legs up more. Use your exhale to come down. Taking your breath in to come back up into bridge. Interlace the fingers underneath you, hugging your shoulders down your back. If you want to take a full wheel, you can bring your hands alongside your ears. You can come onto the crown of your forehead only and hug your elbows in. And press straight up. Power right down into the palms and the feet, because that's your base. Let your head go free. When you want to come down, easy does it. Chin to your chest, elbows to your ears. Take your left leg out in front of you. Hug your right knee into your chest. Switch sides.
Hug yourself on up.
to flat feet. Take your legs out in front of you. Sit up nice and tall. Use your exhale to fold you. See, if you breathe in, your torso lifts away from the thighs. And the more you exhale, you'll come back down toward the lower body. Forward bends bring so much tranquility to the nervous system. Being able to breathe easier brings peace and calm and ease to the nervous system as well. Most of us are very hardwired for the opposite. Stress, tension, anxiety, fight or flight. Come on back. Hug your knees into your chest. Open your arms wide, feet flat. Knees drop to the right, chin left. Knees drop as you exhale to the left, chin right. Bring the knees together with the feet very, very wide apart. Rest your hands on your belly. On the inhale, chest and belly rise. On the exhale, everything falls. Namaste. Stay here for as much time as you can.